Okay, I'm going to do this video just slightly the wrong way around. So if you've got water in the footwells of your Volvo 850, if your carpets are wet, driver's side or passenger side, chances are that your drainage channels are blocked. So it's designed in a way that the water comes down the windscreen and then it goes into this plastic cowling, and you can see there's a drain tube just there and there's one on the other side. Now, I'll show you how mine was in a minute, but water comes down the windscreen and into the drainage tube there. If it then gets on the other side, there are drainage tubes which run down this side as well. There's one in this corner and there's one in the other corner. It's designed for the water to drop out beneath the car through this tube here, which runs all the way down. Now, the problem I was having was wet carpets on the inside and water coming into the footwells, and I've stripped my interior out so I could see exactly where the problem was, and this is how I have rectified the problem. So get yourself a T25 Torx head and remove that one, that one, that one, and that one, and then it should, once you've removed your wipers, pull straight out, and then we can see what's beneath it. That's the theory anyway. There we go, isn't it? Right, and I'm expecting to find all of my drainage channels and everything absolutely full of leaves. Am I correct? Yes, absolutely chock full of leaves. I'm going to clean all this out and put it all back. It's fun, isn't it?
5 minutes later.
Right, all done, I think. I've pressure washed it in there, dried it about as well as I can. Now, this flap here goes directly down into the footwell, so I can show you that because I've got no interior. So up there, somewhere behind there, you can hear that flap. So that's where I think water was coming down here, going onto the plastic cover and straight onto my floors. The next thing to attack is the sunroof drain holes, because those are also known for leaking. So I've cleaned that out. This was all leaves before, so water can now drain nicely through there. I've pressure washed all the way through these drains. I've wiped it down about as much as I possibly can by sending a rag down the back, pushing it through with a screwdriver. I didn't remove the fuse box because I didn't really see the need. That hole was actually draining pretty okay, so I've tried to dry it out as best as I can down in here. See the drain hole there, you can just see it poking out, and that's that. So I'm going to finish cleaning it all up and put it all back together. I might just put something on that rust there that's just starting to come through in that corner. You never know, I might end up painting it gold, but I don't think I've got any left, to be fair.
Approximately 10 hours later.
All right, I will admit that got a bit out of hand. That was a bit like that scene from Father Ted when he starts tapping out dents on that Rover.
Sure, can just straighten that out with the tap of a hammer. Have a look in that box over there. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I'll just tap it the other way.
It's no use, Ted. You'll never get it absolutely right.
Thought I only had a tiny bit of paint left, but I kept trying to finish the tin, and then I ended up going further and further and further, so I've pretty much done the whole thing. But it's going to last forever, isn't it? So there we go, that is finished. I've put the seal back on here, I've put the cover back on, I've attached all the screws. The only thing I've done differently is I've changed the clips there to a cable tie, just because it made life a lot easier. So that's all done. All of my tubes are clear, everything's clear on the inside. It's all been painted gold underneath there as well, so I know exactly what's going on with my car, and hopefully that's going to resolve my problem. I've gone over to the sunroof, dead easy to do the sunroof. What I've done is I've sprayed a load of loosening oil just in case inside all of the sunroof, and then I've simply gone in with a watering can. There's two drains for the sunroof. There's a drain hole just here, which you can see water just going into, and there's one in that corner as well, which hopefully you can see there. They drain down into two places. The front of the car, they drain just under there. You can see it dripping down there. I'll focus the camera. And the back of the car, they go through these tubes here, which you can see because I've got my interior out. They go through these tubes and they drop straight down out the back of the car. So if everything's working correctly, you should have drips at the back of your car like that. So mine seems to be okay, although I did sort of slip and make a right mess of my headlining whilst I was testing this. And you'll notice that's a Saab seat, but that's a story for another day. So hopefully I've sorted out the leaking into my car. which is a great result. I'm going to test it all now by drying it out and then soaking the roof again, just to see if I've done it.
I love gold!
YouTube's most boring car channel.